Hey everyone, I'm joining you from my couch as I am currently in quarantine, as you probably have already found out. As you can see, I'm okay. I have some cold symptoms and my voice is a little bit scratchy, but I'm otherwise doing fine. I'm really grateful for my vaccine because that Delta variant is something else and highly contagious, as I have obviously personally realized. Um, but I'm otherwise okay and I'll be fine. I will be back next week. So, in the meantime, I hope you guys are holding down the fort for me in room 32 and continuing to do all the work that is expected of you as high school seniors, especially when it comes to mock Congress. And I know you guys are doing a wonderful job. Um, I want to talk to you a little bit about your preamble and section one. And the good news is, before you freak out on me, this is the easiest whole part of the whole thing. Okay, this is the easiest part of mock Congress, and it's literally a sentence and a title. Like that's all you have to do. So I want to explain how you're going to do that and what else you could work on between today and tomorrow in class with your sub. You can also work on these things at home, but I would prefer you guys obviously use your time in class so that you can discuss with each other and try to get help from me as well. So let's talk about what comes next. So you guys already turned in your bill topic research assignment, or you should have. I'm still in the process of grading those. And don't worry, I will have those done very soon. But even if I haven't graded it yet, you can still move on to step two, which is this one. So for your bill topic research assignment, remember you chose 3 problems that are associated with your topic, and then you kind of came up with a potential solution for each of those. Now you're going to choose the one that you want to work with. So you picked 3. The the reason for that was you were supposed to, explore some options, see what kind of angle you could take this with, and kind of explore the possibilities with your topic. But now that you've done that and you've kind of seen what sort of research is out there, you're going to choose the one that you like the most, that you really want to make the focus of your bill, and that's going to be what you're going to write your bill about. So out of those 3, pick your favorite, pick the one you want, and now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to write a preamble for it. Now, the preamble is much easier than it sounds. So first of all, what is a preamble? Well, first of all, a preamble is just an introduction to your bill. It's the thing that lets the readers know what to expect. It's not the same thing as a thesis statement because you're not writing an essay. A bill is the thing that tells us, the readers, in a very clear and concise way, specifically what the bill is going to accomplish. Okay? It's the thing that tells us what the purpose of the bill is. Not the law itself, but what is the point or the purpose of the law. I want you to kind of think about the preamble of the United States Constitution. Bills have preambles as well. But the preamble of the United States Constitution, you might remember, I know a lot of 8th graders had to do this, but maybe your 8th grade teacher made you memorize the preamble to the U.S. Constitution. I remember doing that in 8th grade myself. And what exactly is that thing? I just remember thinking it was like this historical, poem that I had to recite or something like that. All it is just the thing that tells everybody what the point of having a constitution is. Just like the preamble of a bill tells you what the point of the law is going to be. So like the preamble of the Constitution says, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, that's one, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, that's future generations, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. That's it. And then they go on to give you the whole Constitution after that. So that's kind of what yours is going to do. So your bill's preamble is going to do essentially the same thing, although yours will be much shorter and probably with much simpler language. So a good preamble is direct, clear, and specific, and it is professional and academic in its tone and speech. So here's an example of what a preamble sounds like. To mandate COVID-19 vaccines among all healthcare and education workers. That's it. It says, gets right to the point. To stop all federal funding of Planned Parenthood across all 50 states. To require all federal police officers to wear body cameras during all engagements with suspected perpetrators. That's it. It's to the point. It is clear. It is professional and academic. Notice that it does not say to fight the pandemic by making all healthcare workers and teachers get the vaccine. What's wrong with that one? Well, you don't need to say to fight the pandemic because that's not the point of the bill is to mandate vaccines. It is not to fight the pandemic. I mean, I guess it is, but that's kind of a given, right? You don't have to say that in this sort of writing. And you don't make all healthcare workers and teachers get the vaccine. To mandate COVID-19 vaccines among all healthcare and education workers. Okay? You don't say to ban all abortion and Planned Parenthoods and stop giving federal money. Because number one, what's wrong with that one? Well, first of all, it said two things: ban abortion and stop giving them federal money. Well, the Congress cannot ban abortion in all 50 states. That was already decided in a Supreme Court case called Roe v. Wade. But also, a law is going to keep it simple and direct. It's going to do one thing. One thing Congress can do is control money and funding. So that's why you're not going to say to ban abortion and stop giving them federal money. Also, giving them federal money sounds unprofessional. So instead you say to stop all federal funding of Planned Parenthood across all 50 states. You do not say to make police wear body cams when they arrest someone, because that sounds unprofessional and non-academic. We don't say police, we say police officers. We don't say body cams, we say body cameras. And we don't say when they arrest somebody, we say when they arrest suspected perpetrators. Okay, so that's that. That's for your bill's preamble. It's literally a sentence that just says what the point or purpose of the bill is, what it is going to accomplish. Okay, Section 1 of the bill. This is the easiest part. It's the part that everyone loves. And a lot of people think it's fun because all it is the name of the bill. It's also known as the short title, Section 1. That's all it is. It's just what you're going to name your bill. It has to be short, it has to be appropriate, it has to be informative, and of course, it has to be professional. It also has to be clearly formatted with appropriate capitalization. So even though it's just a title, it better be a well-written title. So what you name your bill can be, you can go a variety of different ways. Number one, it can refer to what it seeks to accomplish. Like right here, here are the names of some acts, some bills. The Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, the American Gun Safety Act, the Welfare Reform Act. Those are the names of the short titles or section ones of several bills. Or you can name it after its author, which in this case is you. So like if I were to write a bill, I could call it the Dillon Act of 2021. You could also name it as a tribute to somebody. Often it's named as a tribute to like somebody who died in some tragic way that the bill seeks to prevent from happening to other people. For example, Megan's Law, or it could be simply be named like the Brown Act or something like that. So it's a pretty simple thing. So that's all this is. You're literally writing one sentence and the name of your bill. When is this due then? Okay, you're going to get to work on it today. This is due Friday, and I know that that's a short turnaround, but stop freaking out, because I know you're all freaking out right now. It's okay, because you're going to probably make some changes to it later on before the final bill is completed, okay? So if it's not 100% perfect, don't freak out about it. But it's a sentence and just a title. And so what you're going to do for this is you're going to use something called the Bill Creator. I'm going to post a copy of that. It's a Google Doc template, again, and it's how you're going to create your bill. You are going to make a copy of this Bill Creator, okay? Rewind that and watch it again. You're going to make a copy and store that in your Google Drive. Then you're going to start filling in your name and all your information at the top. And you're going to replace all the placeholder text for the preamble and section 1 with your own preamble and section 1. Do not worry about sections 2 and 3 yet. We're not there yet. We'll worry about that when we get to it. So where are you going to find all this information? In Google Classroom, you have the red, white, and blue book. You will go down to pages 16 to 20 of the red, white, and blue book. Okay. I will show you guys that in just a second. You're also going to use the document called the Bill Creator, which I will also show you in just a second, and will also be posted in Google Classroom. There's an additional resource that you can also use. It's the Northgate Social Studies page, northgatesocialstudies.weebly.com. I am posting this video, this slideshow, and all of this stuff in Google Classroom for you guys. And at Northgate Social Studies, weebly.com, you're going to click on projects, scroll down to Mont Congress, and you can find the Bill Creator, the red, white, and blue book, and a bunch of other stuff as well. If you have questions, of course, you can email me or comment in Google Classroom. I'll be back next week, I promise. And also, what do you do if you're done with all that? Well, don't forget that right now we're essentially remote learning because I got to be remote this time. So please check Google Classroom for any missing assignments from Chapter 1. On Friday, you had an assignment on the types of government that should be turned in. If it's not, go back and check that. And yesterday, you did something on the basic notions of democracy. So if either of those are not done, go back and complete those as well. So you've got plenty of work to keep you sort of busy right now. So make sure you get that all done. Miss you guys. Obviously, I can't wait to get back to work. Before I go, though, I want to also show you what I mean by this. Okay, so in your Google Classroom, you have the red, white, and blue book. Here is page 16. And I'm just going to scroll down as I share this with you guys. You'll see that it's color-coded. All of the red words, okay, are what stays the same. All of the blue is what you're going to replace with your own language, with your own writing. But you're not going to do it on this. This is not the Bill Creator. This is just an example of what you're going to do, okay? All right, now I'm scrolling down here. This is what a bill looks like. You are doing the preamble, which is this part at the top, and the short title, section 1. That's it. That's all you have to finish. So you're going to make a copy of the Bill Creator, and you're going to just do this stuff up here. Of course, replace your name up here and my name. Don't worry about this part that says SB yet. You're going to put, there it says a bill, you're going to leave that part, a bill. And then it says here to allow women, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's going to be your preamble. So put your preamble in there. And then section 1, the short title, this act may be cited as, bam, put your title in there. That's it. Sections 2 and 3, we are going to get to that later. Leave that alone for now. Okay, you don't need to do anything with sections 2 and 3 this moment. Here are some bill writing tips as well. Okay, to go over the preamble if you're having trouble with that. Gives you a bunch of different examples of preambles, and then also a little bit of tips for section 1. Okay. Now, as for the Bill Creator, it looks like this. You're going to have this template exactly in your Google Classroom. Make a copy of this Bill Creator for yourselves and store it in your Google Drive. You are going to essentially leave the parts that need to be left alone, okay? The numbers that are on the side here, leave that alone. Do not delete that. You are going to leave this, again, refer to that color-coded page to help you. You're going to leave this part alone. You're going to leave this part alone right here. Be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives, blah, blah, blah. Leave that alone. Where it says a bill at the top, leave that there. This right here is your preamble. So that's what you're filling in. And then you're also filling in the short title. So obviously delete this part and you're going to fill in your own title. Don't forget to put your name up here, your senator, what your last name here, put my name here. And that's it. That's all you have to finish for now. Okay. And again, any other missing assignments that you need to work on. So guys, if you have any questions, please email me. Let me know what your questions are. I'll do my best to keep up with all of it. Miss you guys. I'll see you guys next week.